set a tone for it, and the best part, they made it pay off.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. Again. Of 4. On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Drop deep, drop deep. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
That's what I do. Move. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison, his 2nd sack of the night. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending. Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. It's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gano out to kick this one away.
We got this.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing on second and 8. Newton looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right here, right here. Check.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll roll him out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent. Field position.
Ready? Step ready? Mike 54. Man, I got you.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike. Mike, 54. Not here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Look at him.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 30.